Teams are in, no lobby glitch. Thanks, Psionics. You shouldn't have. They're clear to join. Thanks for joining me, chat. You shouldn't have. And we are off. The #1 seed versus the number 16. Happens every playoffs. It's gotta happen. Gotta happen. There's a good pass here early for Wave of Babies, and they miss an opportunity. Payson already setting that physical standard. And some defense as well. There you go, Payson. Good mitten. Captain of Wave of Babies has to be very proud with his team, what they've accomplished. The perfect regular season for them, 6-0. But now it's crunch time. Now it's playoffs. Now it's win and advance, lose and go home.
Off the post.
0-0 still. Good mitten. Out of the corner. Give him hell. Dancing, great play.
También se prepara Esteban Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
Ojo, Cristiano del área, sigue Cristiano. ¡Gol!
So every time I cast these undefeated teams, I know they garner an audience, they garner a fanship across those 6 weeks, and I know a guy is in the house. He's got to like the way things are trending for the babies. Lead 1-0, and let's talk. Hold on, that looks like 2-0 to me. Give him hell, Kel. Adam and on him.
Oh, let me squeeze right past you.
Doesn't care how many defenders are on the field in his face. Wave of Babies up by 2. So back to Boosak Voibs. I honestly didn't anticipate such a season for them. They were so good last season. They had a 3rd place finish in tier 3, and now become a 2-win team over the regular season. Really hard to predict, and I believe this is my first time casting them this season, so maybe we can piece a few things together. But Wave of Babies in complete control right now. Good mitten. Gets up, draws the double commit, and the last goalie back, and give him hell, Kel, with an early hat trick.
Oh, baby, a triple!
So the triple refers to the hat trick, not the triple commit. Don't get it twisted. And Wave of Babies, they said it's crunch time, it's playoffs, but we're not backing down, we're not slowing down. We are on it. Here's Payson. Sidewall. Here's Nep. Sends a floater, and he makes the babies pay on their aggressiveness. Payson, not the best touch to the sidewall. Give him hell. Kel's been so quick. Nearly perfect. But Nep a little faster than him. And is on the board for the first time for the Voibs. And Noah Guy says, this is better than I could have imagined so far. Okay. This is my first time casting both teams this season, I will say. So I wasn't quite sure what to expect. I obviously know the Voibs. And I wasn't aware of the season they were having. Here's Snazzy looking for goal number 2. Here's Cup. And he misses it. Maybe it's been that kind of season. Wave of Babies lead by 2. Offensive pressure stays on. This might sneak in regardless. Snap with his second. 3-2, and this is kind of what I know from the Voibs. They bend, not necessarily break, and they are fighters. Wave of Babies now lead by 1. Vanderbilt trying to call offside. Yeah, that's my least favorite rule of soccer, or football, if you will. Here's good mitten, lines it up, sends it wide. Here's Cuff. Cuff, I know to be the lightning rod, the spark plug for Boosak Voibs. But I haven't called his name too much tonight, and in prior season, his teams have started and stopped with him as he gets a great dunk on the sideline. Tries to center it in. Here's Kel. Playing defense. They're all forced into defense. Here might be a shot from Snazzy. Tries to go upper 90, and it's off the crossbar. Nep stays with it. Cuff pops up, and Midden sends it back. Snazzy, look at the speed here from Voibs. Let's see if it betrays them. Nep gets back to the back wall. Frosty did. Not touching. Into the orange painted. Here's Nep going the other way. He has boost to work on. Good defensive rotation there for Wave of Babies, as we're down to about 60 seconds now. And a slow start for Voibs, but they're trying to make up for it. Here comes the center and no shooter. Well addressed. Can't really blame the teammates, as we have a double on the goal attempt. Give him hell, Kel. Looking for his fourth goal. Going the other way. Snazzy, defender to beat, gets past Cuff. And here we are down to 40 seconds. And a demo.
It's the worst part of the game.
Cuff gets it out of his back corner. Down the field. What does he want? Wanted a dunk, but not for that angle. Out of the corner. Kel beats the defender, goes the other way, and that does look like goal number 4. And no, not quite.
Off the post.
Going the other way. 10 seconds to go. Crowd's counting down. Cuff is in the air. Cuff sends a shot. And the dunk by Snazzy. My lord, my goodness.
Can I get a... Oh, yeah.
The boys are here to play. This looks like overtime. Next kickoff is everything. 5 seconds remaining in regulation. Back to the blue corner. Hold on. Cuff has an opportunity. Sends it away. Snazzy's in the air. And it doesn't happen for him.
Fight.
The good news is, Chad, if you came to see a show, you got one. So hats off to both teams. As Noah guy just really wants the Wave of Babies to get back the momentum they started with. Just breakneck speed. Immovable momentum, it was what it seemed like, but now we're tied 3-3 in game 1 in overtime. Clock ticking up now. Pays into the front post. You see Wave of Babies, 3 unanswered goals that will really take the pep out of your step as this pass goes up to Nep. Mitten sends it up the field. 50 to the orange corner. Here's Cuff. Tries to get it past Payson. Payson's a little too quick. 70 boost for him. More action in this corner. Here's Mitten. Mitten has come close. Here's a shot, and it's Snazzy with the save going the other way. Here's a shot. Looks good from here, and Payson. Their first goal. Izzy says first games aren't supposed to be this intense, but I'm not about to complain. Wave of Babies escape game 1. Good win on them, and already we're seeing a lot from the Babies. Your record only means so much. It only goes so far. Babies already come across some adversity in game 1, and they're able to respond in kind and escape with the win. Still a best of 5 tonight. And Payson, 5 saves, 1 goal. Get it done. And we'll ready up here. But good action, and that's what you come to expect from IGL playoffs. Everyone comes to play, everyone belongs. And the chat rarely leaves disappointed. Ready for game 2. 0-0. Here's the pressure. The Voibs are recapturing their momentum that they had. Obviously, it's stalled out in overtime. Cuff gets a pass. Neff sends it to the post, and Snazzy goes one up. About 21 seconds off the clock now. Here's Net driving through, cheats in on the kickoff. 50 goes the other way. Pays into the corner. Cuff looks speedy. Cuff may have grown as a Rocket League player. As I said, I know him for his shots, his offensive prowess, and his speed. But perhaps he's learned a new trick or two, and maybe this season has been an adjustment for him as far as how he wants to play in any given match with his teammates. Kel goes up. Kel was our fire starter for the Wave of Babies in game 1, just coming out with an early hat trick. But hasn't done much since. Haven't called his name. And let's give credit to Boosak Voibs, really forcing every member of the Babies into a defensive role. Snazzy gets up, cutting off the midfield. Look how they're just isolating the ball, the play on the blue side of the field. Let's see if Babies can escape. They do. It's Kel. Sends a shot. Goes immediately the other way by Snazzy. Big boom for him. Tries to read it off the wall, and double fake there. Payson and Snazzy on the play. Midden dives in. Cuff outside the net. Might need to be addressed here. There's another demo.
Brutality.
Good Midden. Going through. Here's giving him Kel. Driving down the field. He's got boost. He's got some speed. It stalls out with possession as Payson runs it up the wall. Midden gets up immediately. Cuff high points it in the air. Gets it over. Looking to dribble now. Boost may be an issue, but he gets past the defense, and again the ball's on the other side of the field. Abusing the crossbar, abusing the back wall, but they come up with 0 points to show for it. Midden tries once more. Cuff cuts it off in midfield. Kel gets up and goes for the aerial fearlessly. And there's a big dunk. Neff gets the save.
Off the post.
What a play. So a few missed opportunities from the Babies here. But the clock keeps on ticking down to 2 minutes. Here's Neff looking for the infield. Cuff is there, and a save by Payson. What a play, but Snazzy keeping the pressure, staying involved. And this is respect from both ends. Good read by Payson on the infield pass. Good save. But Snazzy, he knows the Babies are good for it. He knows they're going to get at least one save, and he wants to be there to get any rebounds, to keep that pressure, and just clear up the garbage in the front of the goal and turn it into a score. Double commit here on defense. Kel can't quite get to it. Looks like he stalled Midden a little. But now Voibs have a nice, comfy 2-goal lead. Let's see what they're able to do with it as Kel gets to the quarter, drives through, up in the air, anybody's ball. I don't think they have a shooter. And Cuff makes sure to get it out of harm's way. Out on the field. Now it's Babies who might be in trouble as Kel goes across the field. Good ball movement here. Back and forth they go. Another double miss. Snazzy sends it down, and I'm not sure what the defender expected, but he goes almost the length of the field. Payson, he might not have had the angle, but Voibs, any way you slice it, 3-0. They couldn't quite complete the comeback in game 1, but boy, do they look up to the task here as we get another save from Snazzy, another demo.
What you doing, Tanner?
Good look, but Snazzy with another save, and these stats have got to be crazy. 4 saves individually from Snazzy alone as Payson runs it up the wall. Wave of Babies fans in the chat, they do believe, they're not getting restless, but they want to see more for sure, but they may have to wait for game number 3. It looks like the series will be tied. Another demo, why not?
Get him a body bag. Yeah.
I don't know why pays it. It looked like they didn't have the angle. I think the director cam betrayed us. I don't think it was. But yeah, I guess you can like even just own goal on the attempt maybe. Tough. Sends it up, trying to really make him feel this one. And this is the second time this week that I have casted the number 1 seed versus the number 16. And if you want an upset, this is how you do it. You get in the face of the number 1 seed. Put pressure on them. You know, who knows if they felt it all season. Put pressure on them. Put them in an awkward spot. And if you could pitch a shutout against them, that's welcome as well. And here it is, 6 saves from Voibs to the 8 shots from the Wave of Babies. Here we are for game number 3. Looks like the Babies are champing at the bit to get back in this one. Here's Cuff. Lets it through to the corner. Snazzy drives through. Nep puts it up off the backboard. His 2 shooters are maybe a little far behind on the play. There's the waterfall. Cuff gets it. Snazzy's up in the air and a save.
Outstanding.
Give him hell, Kel. Offensive hero in game 1, but he has looked good on defense as well when it's needed. Big dunk from Net. Off the backboard, there's Kel with more defense, more smart play. But the pressure continues. Big clear going the other way. Kel all over Net. On the front post. Net going the other way. I think there's another shooter. The demo.
Oh.
And the save. Cuff back on defense. Net down the field. And again, the Wave of Babies. You want to be aggressive, but you gotta manage that back end. And Nep makes him pay. As soon as he gets his hands on it, he sends it straight towards the blue net. 1-0 Voibs. Is he sensing some panic? I don't know if I see panic, but it's uncomfort. It's discomfort for sure. And this is how championship teams are made. Let's see if they can escape this one. Now they're in another situation where they have to make a comeback. Here's Good Midden. Here's the captain. Time to rally the troops. Time to show them what you got. Bolster the team. Get them. Be the rallying cry. Is it another? Ball floats over to the blue net. Double commit here on the shot. It might be good. Good Midden going the other way. Good save. Down the field. They need a shot. And Kel and Midden get tied up. And that might be just one of those anxious plays where Wave of Babies trying to do too much, getting away from themselves. Midden sends a wide double. Going the other way. Science Payson. Good pass. Midden not able to read it. Tough read. In fairness, Net cuts across the field. Might make him pay. Loses possession. Cuff going the other way. Kel and Midden get turned around immediately. And there it is. Like the Babies, they like their offensive pressure. They're confident when they do it, but it causes them to neglect their end of the field. And they have been exposed a few times in that regard. Halfway through game 3. Voibs. Pretty clean here. Not quite the 3-0 pace that we had here. Nep sends it up to the crossbar. No shooter there. Payson sends it out and gets the demo.
Why would you kill him like that?
Up and over, and they don't get the save. We are tied. Good Midden from the field.
Ooh, he's trying.
The ghost touch on the save attempt. It doesn't matter. We're tied 1-1. Wave of Babies do respond, their first goal in a game and a half. And now the pressure's back on the Voibs. Shot goes down. Cuff sends it up to the air. That's going to be a shot and give him hell, Kel. Trying to recapture the Magic. Babies look back to themselves. Diggy, what up? It's always rough when you when your Discord name doesn't match your Twitch persona. But welcome. So now it's Boosak Voibs. We said pressure has been put back on them. Let's see if they have any panic. Now they have to orchestrate a comeback. Cuff carrying it almost the length of the field. Let's get a save, some ball movement. Now a clear. 50 goes to the corner. You see him, Kel, outside the blue net, not being too careless. And you could do that with the lead when you have pressure to make a comeback, make a score. That's when mistakes can happen. But it looks like the Babies are comfortable winning 1-0 and just kind of want to nurse the lead here. Here's another one. Goes off the crossbar and Goodman follows through. Everyone touches up off the crossbar, follows in and secures it. 3-1 for Wave of Babies. This is exactly the response they wanted. This is exactly the response that their fans in the chat wanted as well. And they look like they're back to their game one selves, but don't count out the Voibs. Snazzy, a high bouncer. Nep knows what to do from there. And again, we're going. Again, it's a 1-goal game. Voibs not to be denied. Touch here. Nep almost slides one in. Gets credited with the shot. No shooter, no rebound. Here's another floater off the backboard. This might be trouble and no touch. I think it was Cup on the other end. Missed opportunity. And here it is. Spooky Molder now coming in. Ikolu, and they're calling for the reinforcements. The Babies fans are live and in effect. And they want a round one playoff win. More demos and more. Kel scores 19 seconds. This should be it here. Tucks that one in as well. And now a 2-goal differential with, you know, under 30 seconds. Going to be a tall order. Let's see the kickoff. Good touch for Snazzy. This is what they need on the kickoff, but well played, well defended by Wave of Babies. And this looks like goal number 5 from Payson. Floats it in. So a 3-goal advantage. For Wave of Babies, and that is exactly how you want to respond in the subsequent game after getting shut out in game 2. One second to go. Needs to hit the turf, and it does. Voibs looking to force game 5. And we'll see. I mean, at this point, chat, can you really count out anything, any outcome? Kel, our MVP, 2 goals, 1 assist, 1 save. Solid effort. Payson not too far behind, 5-15, 3 assists, and everyone on the Babies got a save for themselves, and they know that. 10 shots from Boosak. They know that's what's required. You're playing the Voibs, bring a defense. Voibs a little slow to ready up. Might want to take the full intermission here. 20 seconds remaining. And they know this is go home on a loss. Season ending. Wait for IGL summer circuit. They've been chasing a championship for the past couple seasons. It's been very elusive. has to start somewhere. They've settled for third place last split. And they know they got to put everything in right now. We're here for game number 4. And they're off. Kickoff goes neutral sidewall. Cuff pops it up. Snazzy, who's been quick to the air, gets up and gets a piece of that one. There's a demo. Might not matter, but no, it's good. Payson going the other way. Snazzy recovers. Respawns after the demo. And they send a shot, keeping the pressure going. Cuff. Not sure if he wanted a half flip. He looks all out of sorts. What a play.
También se prepara Esteban Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
Ojo a Cristiano, Cristiano en el área, sigue Cristiano. ¡Gol!
And really, I think that play started with Cuff messing up his challenge at the midfield. It's hard for Voibs to recover on defense from that. But now, Wave of Babies with the lead. It's been, I think it hasn't been since game 1 since they started with the lead, so a good omen for them. But Voibs have been sneaky. They've been pesky, making the #1 seed earn this win. If they have it, and Nep blasted into the blue net. Defender there, it doesn't matter. That one had some pep. Kel, not even flat-footed, just ready for anything, but not really that angle. Tied 1-1. Payson, this looks good. Could read it. Another touch, and it's going the other way. Payson has to get back on defense. Nep goes for the redirect, and it's going right back to the orange side of the field. Snazzy stops it at the mid. Touch here, beats the defender. Can't get past the second. It's give him hell. Kel driving through another demo.
You're not that guy, pal.
Going down. Snazzy sends one that looks up for 90 from here, and no.
Off the post.
Tickles the post once more. Snazzy floats it, crosses the Payson, chucks it up the field. Good clear by them, good defense. Looks like neither team wants to make a mistake, but there's one. Double commit on the sideline, and Snazzy will walk it in.
Oh, let me squeeze right past you.
Nep with the assist squeezes past the double commit, and Voibs have the lead. Let's see how they play it. I haven't seen any change whether they're leading or trailing. They want offense. They want to get in your grill, so to speak. This might be another goal. Nep is there. I'm not sure what happened. Payson cheats in, but there should have been a player back there. It's good mid and just couldn't really get to it. Just put on blast immediately. Voibs now up by 2. A quick swing. And I believe that's 3 unanswered for Voibs. Maybe 4. Gotta be careful there. Midden does get the save. Cuff tries to sneak one in on the backflip play a redirection. Cross midfield. Cuff trying to chase it down. Can't quite get to it, and there's another demo.
I like the way you die, boy.
Nep chasing it down into the field. Nep, good pass. Anybody's balling. Snazzy gets a dunk, but a second save, and it's give him hell, Kel. Incredible. Touchdown to the field. Nep can't get the touch. Freezes Payson. Payson can't beat Cuff. Cuff can get the read. Waterfalls down, and Cuff jams it in. What do we do with this?
Oh yeah, banana bread, bro.
What do we do with this? Do we look a gift horse in the mouth, or do we just appreciate the action? Do we appreciate the fact that a game 5 seems imminent at this point? Touchdown, 50 up to the ceiling. Snazzy drives in and obliterates Payson. But here's good mid and quiet here, and he gets smoked as well.
Get him a body bag. Yeah.
And Boosak Voibs gets caught out of guard. Payson, I think on the respawn, just bolts into the play. Hustle. That play is brought to you by Hustle. Wave of Babies cut the lead in half, but still have a lot of work to do. Still trailing by 2. Corner out. There's another shot, trailing by 1. Don't look now.
Can I get a oh yeah?
But give him hell. Kel has done enough to make this a 1-goal game with a minute and a half remaining. Nep tries to get it over to Snazzy. Snazzy touches. Kel with a big dunk. This might be trouble. Payson is staring at it, looking at it. Maybe thought a little too long. And there's another goal from Cuff. His second. What do we do with this? So another 2-goal lead. Boosak Voibs wants to end it comfortably. If you want to force a game 5, you don't want to sweat it out. You want to do it on your terms to set yourself up for that game 5. Cuff sends it away. That one might sneak in, and it will indeed. That's the 3-goal lead. Cuff just up off the wall, a little too high. A bouncer for Payson. He can't handle it. 3-6. We got the Wave of Babies faithful in the chat. They're going to be with us all series long. They've been with them all season. They want to see this one through. Well, this looks like game 5 here. As he can't touch, Nep with the big clear upfield. 30 seconds remaining. So we had Wave of Babies almost catch fire, but they are having a hell of a time right now stopping this Boosak offense. To the crossbar, and Cuff splits the post one more time. A lot of points to go around. Sphinx is thrilled for the game 5. We'll see. Cuff up the field to the corner. Maybe 8th goal. Payson doesn't want to see it. Gets the pinch at front post. So this has been win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1. And that trend does favor Wave of Babies. But it is game 5. I've seen so much craziness in my time casting. I'm not calling it, but chat, you get a chance. We're gonna get the predictions going. And there we are. We're going to run those for 2 minutes. Don't want to bleed too much into the game. Cuff 4 goals for that captain. Getting it done like we know he can. And 14 shots from Boosak. Obviously capitalizing on about half of those. And here we are. Here we go. Nap Up the field, Paisley can't touch, and you almost get the feeling whoever gets momentum in this game is going to come away as the series winner, the number 1 seed versus the number 16 seed. I should start charging y'all for this. Nep loses it to Paisley. Paisley coming around, beats 2 defenders. It's Snazzy at the front post, and he beats 2 himself as Kel puts it into the field. That's going to be trouble. Good midden, great recognition. Snazzy sends it to the corner. Cuff trying to track it down. Tries to get it through. It goes out big deep for the back wall as Snazzy tries to collect it. Has to settle for a 50. Paisley can't touch. Paisley floats it. That's going to be shot as Kel is able to make a good adjustment on the back post. Going the other way. Both teams not shying away from the demos, the bumps, whatever you want to call them, the bullies. And Nep does everything, but the center goes a little too high. Over the goal is Snazzy. Went for one of his patented high point shots, and here we go, a hit parade.
It's the worst part of the game.
Touchdown, here's Snazzy. Gets turned around for Paisley, off the backboard. Cuff had a look. Here's Nep to line it up, and no, he goes high. And here we go, a lot of love. You have a little more time for a prediction, but a lot of love. What a save!
Outstanding.
And a second one for Paisley. It's been offense versus defense here as Cuff looks to line it up, sends it around, and good midden with yet another save. Nep lines it in, gets a bump, gets a demo. Cuff sends it in. Redirection off the post, and oh my god, are you kidding? If you thought Game 5 wouldn't be dramatic in this series, I don't know what to tell you. Paisley floats it over. The first goal belongs to Wave of Babies.
También se prepara Esteban Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
Ojo a Cristiano, Cristiano en el área, sigue Cristiano. ¡Gol!
Great placement from midden. Even that one was contested. And we are 1-0. Babies with the lead. But so much pressure from Voibs, it's hard to count them out. We've seen them do so much with seemingly so little all series long. But it looks like Snazzy's going to be on defense. Trying to fend off a 2v1 here. Goes up the wall. Does enough. There's a demo. And there's a second goal. Paisley with the angle. Great shot here.
Ooh, he's trying.
Snazzy with the rushed touch, but Paisley. That's the story of that goal. 2-0, 2:12 to go. And we know that the Voibs can pop off at a moment's notice, but with more time that ticks off the clock, it's hard to expect it. And this happens. I'm not sure how Voibs orchestrate this. It might be the high touches, the high passes, but they end up clumping the baby defenders together and just have a third shooter fly in and get a shot. Cuff can't make the touch. It's gonna go up, gonna challenge, keeping it alive. Midden goes up. Might be another goal, and it sneaks in. No, Cuff gets it. Tries to head the other way. He beats 2 defenders. It's a foot race. Trying to dribble around Midden. Good pass. Here's Nep again, and that's goal number 2 for Nep. What is going on? Cuff with amazing dribbles. It was captain versus captain on that front post, and Cuff just took it all the way to the wall, all the trust of the world for his teammates. And I keep saying, you keep seeing it. Voibs can pop off at a moment's notice, and what do we have? A 2-point swing and a tie game. Snazzy with pressure. Nep with a double commit. And here it is, Voibs One of these offensive sequences, they just cut off half of the field, they rotate, they grab boost, they bump, they starve, and here's Middens. Down the sideline, can't get it through. Payton might be in trouble, boost might be an issue, and Net can't get the touch he wants. Up to the corner, here's Cuff. Just looking for some breathing room at this point. Hazen sends it back to the corner, keeps touching, needs it here, and Nep is on the other side of the field. You talk about an offsides penalty. Hazen sends one, floats one, and a save by Nep. What will happen? Snazzy and Payson get tied up. Payson to the corner. This will be shot. Midden goes up. 2 defenders for Boosak. Good late game showing for Wave of Babies. Good touch. They have the same amount of pressure. Demo dribble through in an overtime in game 5.
Fight!
50s through, anybody's ball game here. We talk about it. That's the Rocket League overtime. You get no chance to regroup. You realign, you get a 3-second countdown, and it's back to the action. Cuff gets turned around, has to respect Kel for sure. Kel conspicuously absent in this game 5. Not much production from him. We'll see if that changes in OT. Cuff going for it all. Sees the opportunity and he gets it. Cuff!
Oh boy, he's cracked.
Drives it to the midfield, turns on a dime. And Steve Dunn did it with the sub. Appreciate the love, my guy. Please go check out Steve, one of the best Call of Duty players you'll see, and the number 1 seed is upset. They are upset here tonight by the number 16. The underdogs win. Cuff, clutch as ever. My goodness, I'm going to talk to Cuff. I don't have much time here. Really taking me to the limit. But I have to talk to him after such a crazy series. Whew. I'm out of breath. I'm fat. When you're fat from casting, you're out of breath. Or when you're out of breath from casting, you're fat. Sir, Cuff.
Whoa. How's it going?
It is going tremendous for you. You guys went to game 5. I have another match after this with beers, bongs, and burgers, but I just have one question. You know, how you feeling?
Relieved, feeling good.
Okay,
A little stressed coming into that game. Not gonna lie.
I bet. Second question, you know, you beat the number 1 seed. You beat the number 1 seed. Is this the spark you needed? Maybe for the rest of the bracket, the rest of the playoffs.
No, I really hope so.
Right.
This season was kind of a weird season.
Weird season.
Didn't feel right, but yeah, hopefully this will give us the boost of confidence that we need.
Yeah, we'll see. Time will tell. After this, it just seems like anything's possible. Amazing clutch play to end it. But like I said, I got to get going. Congrats to you. Good luck the rest of the way, sir.
Hey, thank you very much, and you have a good rest of your night.
Yeah,
I
peace.
appreciate the pass very much.
Definitely, peace. There it is, Cuff. He sounds calm. Sounds calm. Steve gifting now. Gift. That's love. That's love. That's streamer to streamer. Real recognize real. Next year, babies. Yeah, babies. GG's.